My name is Ewan Walker. I'm an Environment and Consent Manager for the NnG project. I've worked on the project since 2011, and my role is to take the project through the planning and consenting processes. The project itself started 3 years before that, in 2008. In 2008 we embarked on an extensive site selection process. This involved detailed analysis of Scottish territorial waters, and that first involved a detailed analysis of technical constraints such as seabed conditions, water depths and proximity to grid connection. Once that was done, we started ruling out areas due to other factors such as important commercial fishing areas, shipping lanes, protected habitats and visual impacts. At the end of that process we selected the current site, which is 15.5 kilometres from the Fife Coast. In 2009 we were awarded the rights to develop the site by the Crown Estate. At that point there were 10 sites within Scottish territorial waters. Very soon after that point we started to carry out an Environmental Impact Assessment, or EIA. For the EIA we carried out a comprehensive range of offshore environmental surveys. These surveys were carried out over a 3-year period and included seabed habitats, seabirds, and for this we commissioned experienced ornithology surveyors. The survey included boats going out across the potential wind farm site, zigzagging across the site, observing birds for 2 to 3 days per month for 3 years. We also surveyed marine mammals, commercial fishing activities, sensitive viewpoints, shipping and navigation, military and civil radar, marine archaeology and unexploded ordnance. In 2011, the Scottish Government finalised a Strategic Environmental Assessment, or SEA, of offshore wind farm projects in Scottish territorial waters. The purpose of the SEA was to establish which of the wind farm sites could go forward based on environmental criteria. As a result of the SEA process, 3 of the original 10 sites were dropped as they didn't meet the environmental criteria. Separate to that, 4 further sites were dropped by their developers for a variety of reasons. So of the original 10 sites, now only 3 remain. In 2012, the studies and surveys for our environmental impact assessment were finalised and were submitted with an application for consent to the Scottish Ministers, and that was for the offshore elements of the project. The same year we submitted an application for the onshore grid connection infrastructure to East Lothian Council, and planning permission for that was granted 7 months later. Scottish Ministers considered our application for over 2 years, and finally in October 2014 they granted consent for the project. In 2015, following a highly competitive bid process, we were successful in gaining a contract for difference, or a CFD. CFD is essential for any offshore wind project to go forward into construction. NnG is one of only 2 projects in Scotland with a CFD. The other is the Beatrice project in the Moray Firth, which is currently under construction. 3 months after consent was granted, in January 2015, the RSPB raised a judicial review in relation to the Scottish Minister's consent process. This has delayed NnG project and 3 other offshore wind farm projects for the past 2.5 years. In recent years, developments in turbine technology mean it's now possible to generate considerably more electricity per turbine. This means that for the NnG project, we can now generate the same amount of electricity using up to 54 turbines, compared with our original design of up to 125. So this means we're significantly reducing the footprint of the project.